Hare Krishna, devotees, to welcome to all of you for the Saturday evening program. So we are discussing today the second section of Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna is explaining his presence everywhere. It is to the eyes of the individual to recognize his presence in this world. As I discussed in the previous times, gross things in this world, it is very, very easy for an individual to recognize. As it becomes subtler, it becomes most difficult. As Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhumirapor nalovai kammano buddhirevacha ahamkara iti yamme binna prakriti ashtata. He says 8 elements that took the entire creation to be made. What are those 8 elements? Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu, earth, water, fire, air and ether. In this itself, there is a subtlety as you move forward. Earth is grosser, then becomes earth. Water is more subtle than earth. Fire is more subtle than earth. Air is subtler than fire. Then ether is much more subtler than air. As the subtlety of the energy increases, it becomes difficult for us to recognize its presence. And that itself becomes very, very difficult for us to understand the mysteries of this world, because ether is a medium through which sound originates. Ether is very, very difficult to conceptualize. But when sound originates from ether, we can recognize that ether is present. So when all these ingredients are working together so harmoniously to create such a wonderful appearance in this world as a creation, we need to understand there is an intelligence behind it, which brings all of them together in a harmonious way. Many people say that is an accident. And some say it is a miracle that very, very difficult to ascertain. But for us, we have the scriptures which is coming from time immemorial, millions of years old scriptures which actually detail not only the signs of earth, the distance between the sun and the earth planet, distance between the moon and the earth planet, size of the sun, size of the moon. Entire details are given in the scriptures which are millions of years old. That means there was a time when, although these instruments today, which are born of technological advancement, were not existing, but there were individuals who were capable of measuring it. And beyond these individuals who are actually, humanly impossible to ascertain today is their capability, but beyond all of them was the Creator, who actually managed all these creations, which today it has become very, very difficult to ascertain, even though in presence of all the technological advancement. So how to see presence of Krishna everywhere? Krishna spoke about these 5 elements, and then comes much more subtler. So mind, intelligence, false ego, it's much difficult to understand, because these are the 3 energies which manipulate the gross energies of earth, fire, air, water, air, ether. These are the mind, intelligence, false ego are the one who exploit those grosser material elements, and soul is the one which actually exploits through the agency of mind, intelligence, false ego, all these material elements. So the next verse, Krishna says, Apareyam itastvanyam prakritime vidyame param jiva bhutam mahabhavo. So he says, Eyedam Daryate Jagat. There is beyond these 8 energies of mind, there is a much more subtler energy, which is soul, which is actually part and parcel of me, which through the agencies of mind, intelligence, and false ego as a subtle body is utilizing, enjoying the energies of this material world all across elements. So, this presence of Krishna everywhere, it is very, very difficult to understand unless and until our eyes are trained. Our eyes are trained to actually visualize. So that is where Bhagavad Gita is helping us. And this is the only purpose for which we are reading Bhagavad Gita, hearing from Krishna, to understand, believe, and develop faith on something beyond our material senses, what it can grasp. Seventh verse of Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter we are reading today. Mata parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. So, as Krishna is elaborating his presence everywhere, that is the second section of the 7th chapter, we discussed how Lord Krishna elaborated his presence in the 8 material elements, and then he spoke about the higher energy soul, which actually exploits the material energy which is inferior. Then Lord Krishna spoke that both these energies, he is the controller and he is the source of both. Now, Lord Krishna is elaborating, please keep it in mind, when we are reading this, Lord Krishna is introducing his presence everywhere. Yeah. So, how Lord Krishna is presenting his, presence in each and every design of this material world. Yeah. Matah parataram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya. Matah means beyond me. Yeah. Parataram, there is nothing more greater. Nanyat, absolutely there is nothing more greater. So Lord Krishna is saying, kinchid asti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam protam. Everything existing in this material world, it is like they are all strung together harmoniously. There is one thread which is needed to bring everyone together. For example, in our own families, though everyone might be, very, very senior people, in terms of education, there might be people who might be, wealthier, yeah, and they might have been very successful materially, but there needs to be one elder in the family to bring all of them together. Do you agree? In my family too, maybe all my brother might be very, very successful, my sister very successful materially, they might have earned huge amount of money, all those things, but there needs to be one elder in the family who needs to bring all of them together in a single platform. That is very, very much needed in this world. That leader in the family, though he may not be very, very, powerful, doesn't matter, but his seniority counts. Yeah? Do you agree? His seniority really, really counts because he is the source of everything. Yeah? He is the source of us who are having all the abilities in today's world. For example, if I say, I have X percentage of ability in today, where did I get from ability from? Yeah, from the source, from the mother's womb, right? Mother's womb is the source of my existence today, whatever my appearance I have, and father's genetics, whatever it has come. Similarly, if we really see that whatever we have gained in today's world, It is all been inherited. Nothing is ours. So this inheritance, if we go back to the root, it originates from Krishna, Ishvaraha Paramakrishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. Anadhir. Adhir, he is the oldest of everyone in this world. Oldest doesn't mean he was existing. He is existing, he will exist, he was existing before also. Yeah? Mai sarvam idam protan. So he says that I am like the thread which actually brings everyone together. Just imagine if a house need to work, that one thread is so important. World to work. How is it possible? Just imagine one family to work together, you need to have so many discussions. After one discussion, next day one person will not hear another person. All that we would have discussed. And we would have understood consensus is there and everyone is okay. Next day he would have changed his thoughts altogether. He will say, why should I hear you? Now imagine one house we are not able to manage as a human being, senior. Although we have given birth to them. Imagine how is it possible to bring the entire energy of this world to work together harmoniously. Can we ever imagine with our human experience? So much is involved. So much is involved to bringing everyone together. So one family to be there needs to be a senior member in the family to bring all of them together. Just imagine to bring entire energies in this universe together, how much capability that person should have. The capability of that person to manage the entire universal affairs is infinite, unimaginable through our human experiences. You all understand? To bring a sun every day to wake up in the morning and give us energy. And he does it very, very sincerely every day. Moon cooperates with sun. Moon says, accepts that you are the source and I am actually giving a pleasant rays to all the inhabitants in this universe so that they can get nourished. They can feel the varieties. Varieties comes from moon, not sun. Sun only gives nutrition. Taste is coming from moon. Moon agrees with the sun. And then entire creation, actually earth agrees to rotate around. Earth itself has no intelligence of itself. Earth is a dumb planet. Life is existing within Earth. But Earth being dumb, it rotates. That means that there is a higher energy that is being impregnated into the Earth. That's what we call as the goddess. Because nothing can work without an intelligence in this world. Nothing can work. This is a very, very finer aspects of knowledge which we will not be able to get through our university studies. This knowledge is what makes individual humans not going through strength of materials in engineering, the thermodynamics, those are all, we are only discovering the energy which is already the miracle already present. So very, very important for us to understand that there is a substance, which is the substance that makes each and every one coming together. Every one of us have tried out. we will be saying that I am the Superman in the universe when we are in the youthful days. As we become older and older, we understand absolutely we have nothing in our control. I have my experience. Absolutely, I don't have anything to control. Nothing happens according to my direction. So, when this experience comes in, who is controlling is the next question that comes to all. So, very, very important for us to understand, we have 130 crores visionaries in India. Everyone have eyes to see, but only few have eyes to actually see the substance that makes up everything. Everyone gets, see, for example, each one of us gets attracted to appearance, beauty. You all understand? For example, as Bishwajit Prabhu, Avinash Prabhu are planning to get married, definitely you are looking for appearance. Be practical. And he's your brother also. Bishwajit Prabhu, are you not looking for appearance? Be practical, Prabhuji. You are looking for appearance. I too looked for appearance. It's not that I was looking for Narsim Raju to get married. Yeah, I really like him very much. I personally very fan of him, no doubt about it. But I was looking for appearance. Yeah, Avinash, you are also looking for appearance, right? Yeah. So everyone in this world are looking for appearance, attraction. Yeah, before surrender. Our surrender is to the attraction. Please let us be normal people in this world. Our surrender is to the attraction. Yeah? But how long this attraction takes place? Everything in this world is exciting in the beginning. Attraction to distraction, yeah. So everything in this world designed to be exciting in the beginning, becoming sober in the middle, frustrated at the end. How many of you agree to that? So everything in this world is exciting in the beginning, sober in the middle, then frustrated at the end. This is the story of this world. No matter Facebook owner or Instagram owner or owner of Amazon, everything has to come to an end. A billionaire in US was the owner of maximum wealth in US. He was the controller of everything. But in the middle, his body collapsed. And doctor said, we cannot save you. You are going to die in a year. Rutherford started thinking, I am the controller of the entire American wealth. I am going to die. How is it possible? So he decided, this wealth is useless, let me start giving to everyone. As soon as he started giving to everyone, his health started improving. And he lived for another 48 years. 98 years he lived. He was supposed to die in 51. And there was an airport which has been named after him, or yeah, something is named after him in US. And many hospitals in the US is named after him. Just imagine, and he started saying there's a higher energy in this world which is controlling. Yeah? Substance is very, very important for us to understand. Substance, Rutherford realized through a very bitter experience. Each one of us don't need to go through this hammering to realize this. We all are blessed to have this knowledge in front of us in form of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, all the literatures. If you go through that, it summarizes everything. So it is very, very important for us to understand appearances though attract us, detail is very important. Appearance attracts us, but detail is very, very important. What is the detail? For example,
Vishwajit Prabhu gets attracted to a girl who is very, very, very beautiful. But how long that attraction will result in excitement? Within few days of time, he understands I should have known the substance. What is the substance? Substance is her behavior. You get what I mean? Her behavior, her all the attributes of her nature is very, very important. How she can tolerate, how she can respect elders, how she can actually gel herself in the family, how she can be simpler, how she can be accommodative, how she can be servicing mentality. You get what I mean? Vishnu Prabhu, is it not important? Because all attractive people are get married in the Bollywood, but they all divorce within a few years. So although we get attracted, appearance is very, very palatable for us because we are not having that finer texture of personality styles. Don't just get swept away from the appearance. Speak, find out her objective in life. What is what is her success mantra? How she wants to actually, move forward in life. What is that she defines as a success in her life? How she wants to actually be part of the family. What is her goal? That is the finer personalities of us tells us don't get surrendered because weakness of ourselves get attracted. So substance is very, very important to have a harmonious family life. If we just swept away from the attraction, we will frustrated. Initial 1 year of honeymoon is exciting. After that, when the reality check comes, I have seen so many handsome boy and a gorgeous girl getting married together, splitting away within few years of time. Appearance becomes no more, tangible for us. What becomes tangible is their inner, finer tissues with which they have made up. Finer tissues are made up when family trains them. You get what I mean? A grosser tissues are there which are appearance. Finer tissues is what you need to churn through, that is called samskara. Samskara is some scars. Some scars, the scars which actually, rubs through us to make us finer personalities is through our family upbringing. So when we identify the substance, then becomes the success mantra of our family life. You understand what I mean? As long as we don't get, swept away from just the appearance which is just tangibly attractive, but focus on the substance of the person, which is a finer tissue of our characteristic, that is a success mantra for happy living. Similarly, Lord Krishna says, Matah parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya Mai sarvam idam protam sutre manigana iva. Every attractive things in this material world are coming together, and I am the thread which is holding everything together. If we just get swept away from the attractive things which is just in front of us without even understanding the finer tissue what makes this entire world, can we be happy? You are able to get? Can we be happy in this world? Absolutely not. That's why it is very, very important. Krishna is telling, please understand the substance. Although I may not be available to the observer in their naked eyes, but I am there in each and every energy is present in this world. Very, very beautifully he has told. If Krishna comes and does everything, then it is not called spiritual. Spiritual energy, spiritual education requires finer tissues to understand, not just ABCD is not learning ABCD. Finer tissues to understand. It requires us to go through a different education path of surrender, service attitude. यस्यास्ति भक्तिर्भगवती अकिंचना सर्वैर्गुणैस्तत्र समासते हरो अभक्तस्य कुतः महद्गुणः मनोरथेन सति तावतो वहि. So Srimad Bhagavatam Vedavyas says, Yasyasti Bhaktir Bhagavati Akinchana. If spiritual knowledge is present in someone, that bhakti is present, Sarvair Gunes Tatra Samasate Suraha. All the good finer tissues of all the demigods is present in that personality who has devotion. Then Vedavyas says, Haro abhaktasya kutam mahatgunaha. If he is not a devotee of Hari, then where is it possible that he can have any good qualities? Good qualities doesn't come by studying BA or MBBS or law or anything, any other material education. Haro abhaktasya kutam mahatgunaha. Why? Reading, material education only gives you material benefits wherein your mind becomes the driver. Manorathena sati davato vahihi. All the material energies, what it makes, you are sitting in the chariot, mind is controlling you, and it is just getting attracted to each and every appearances in this world which looks to be attractive, which is exciting in the beginning. We fall trap to it. At the end, we get frustrated. Hence, it is very, very important. The 7th verse, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells in the 7th chapter, 7, please, all of us let us remember. It instructs all of us, please see the substance before getting trapped to the shadow. What is shadow? Just material energies. Let us not get attracted to that. Let us use our finer tissues to unearth, to have a happy living. Just like a person doesn't get attracted to the attractive woman, but he sees the character in her before committing to her. Similarly, before committing to this material world, we need to see the substance in it, which is Krishna, which is like the thread which actually binds all the attractive things in this world. Yeah? 8th verse. Raso ahamapsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo pranavas sarva vedeshu shabdake paurusham rishu. O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in ether and the ability in man. So Krishna is telling, I am the taste of water. For example, if we all drink water, there is no much tastier thing in this world than water. You can drink anything that you want, but at the end of the day, you need to actually take shelter of water to satiate our thirst. Yeah, and the mechanism of our body is such that to really experience the diversity in this world, we need water. Body appearance is a diversity. Water is present. The finer tissues of the nose of Avinash Prabhu, water is present. Although we might say, I like thin crispy pizza also has water. You all agree? Yeah. So, everything in this world, really we need to have mercy of water before even experiencing the taste. Taste of a human body can be understood because water element is there. So as soon as there is a touch, there is a water element. You getting what I mean? Without water element, we cannot even experience each other. You are getting what I mean? If you are touching tomato, water element. If you are touching bhandi, water element. If you are touching pumpkin, water element. If you are touching any vegetables, water element. And even though all those might be present, but to taste it, we need water element. Saliva is the one which is the main ingredient which actually allows us to chew. What is the use of tongue and the teeth and everything is there, and what we have this the food canal. Yeah, everything is there. The body mechanism. If the saliva is not there, if saliva helps us to bring all the food together and helps you to chew. And with this chew, what is happening is saliva is the medium through which we can actually experience the taste. That is why in Srimad Bhagavatam says, what this taste comes from water. You are getting what I mean? We have heard this creation, right, in the chapter. The sense object, taste, is the source of tongue. For taste, source is water. Water is coming from Krishna. See how intelligent. He is not providing everything. He is providing the initial ingredient. Nature creates everything. So saliva helps us to taste gulab jamun, rasgulla, all gobi manchurian, everything. Water makes us to actually experience the diversity in this world of all the nature blessings. Without water, we cannot experience. Krishna says, I am the taste in water. Substance is what? Substance in water is what? Taste. Shadow is what? Liquid. You are getting what I mean? Every liquid cannot be taste. You get what I mean? Real water is taste. One of my friend went to Yamunotri and he sent me a video sharing the tip of the source where the Yamunotri water is coming. He was showing in his hand drinking it. He said absolutely crystal clear water and such a beautiful taste, unimaginable to even explain how it is. He went till the tip of, because he was taking for Chardha Yatra, and he is as a preparatory he was going. So taste in the water no one can give except Krishna. We can manufacture so many other things. Yeah. Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayo, just planets, what it will do? You need to have brightness, energy. Where it comes from? Krishna. He is saying, I am the brightness in the moon and sun. I am the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. None of the Vedic mantras even can start without syllable Om. Om is actually representation of everything. We are accepting that everything is coming from you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam starts with them. I am the sound in ether. Ether itself is impossible for us to even recognize it through our senses. Only through the medium of sound we will be able to. And I am the ability in man, Krishna says. So, for example, if I tell that I have certain abilities, what are my abilities? How do you recognize my abilities today? My talents, my intelligence, my wealth. You are getting what I mean? My whatever beauty I have. Skills. You get what I mean? These are all abilities. Fame is an ability. So who? And he says, abilities in the man. Please understand, whatever you are getting today, you are getting from me. We can be a body, beautiful body, amazingly beautiful body. If soul leaves from this body, next day it will start smelling. You get what I mean? It might be extremely beautiful, but if the soul leaves, next day the same body starts emitting pungent smells. What made that body to appear attractive becomes a dustbin next day without the soul. What is the ability in man? Most holistically, soul. And soul is part and parcel of Krishna. So we need to really, when we really understand substance, so substance in water is taste, substance in sun and moon is the light, substance in the Vedas is the Om, substance in the ether is sound, substance in the human being is all the attributes, and at the end, these attributes also becomes useless if soul itself is not there. Finally, the ability is in the man is existence of soul, and soul is part and parcel of Krishna. Very, very important. Next verse. Punyo gandak prithviyam cha tejaschamsi vibhavaso jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu. I am the original fragrance of the earth. What is the detail here? What is the substance and what is the shadow?
Earth is the substance.
Earth is the shadow and fragrance is the substance. Seeing earth, how do we see the fragrance? I still remember during my college days, right? Rain used to come. You understand, exam finishing, and you are going to play cricket, and the rain comes, half an hour rain, and not even 15 minutes rain. It leaves a beautiful smell of the earth passing through the air everywhere. I have witnessed every examination, post-examination in April and May. This is a beautiful experience. And I used to say, now is the holiday period for us, summer period. So, substance is the fragrance. And the heat in fire. What is the use of fire if it just does everything but no heat? You get what I mean? Today, they say, I am providing, you the fire in each and every home through Bharat gas. Bharat gas only gives light. There is no heat at all, and the cooker is not at all whistling in the morning. What is the use? So, I am the heat in fire. What is substance here? Heat. And fire is the shadow. And the life in all the lives. What is the substance here? Life. And all the lives, we are all living together as personalities. And I am the penances of all the ascetics. No matter we might do tapasyas, but ultimately what is the fragrance here is the penance. Actually, Lord sees inside out. Yeah? So, penances of all ascetics. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam buddhir buddhimatam asmi tejas tejasvinamaham. O son of Pruta, know that I am the original seed of all the existence, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the prowess of powerful man. Krishna is again detailing his presence everywhere in 7th chapter, 2nd section, from 4th verse to the 14th, I think, verse. Yeah. So here now is saying, Bijam Mam Sarvabhutanam. I am the seed giving father. The early Mara, what you call banyan tree, might be hugely spread all over. It comes from a seed. Seed has every innate ability to produce a banyan tree which is expanded everywhere. You get what I mean? Seed has entire knowledge present to produce banyan tree. So Krishna expanding everywhere, his presence as a super soul, witnessing, brings in seed in each and every one of us as a super soul. Without that seed, banyan tree, we can be proud today, I am the banyan tree. But please understand, seed is Krishna, who is the Paramatma sitting in each and everyone's heart, who is lighting our soul. It is just like Krishna, Surya Narayan giving light to the sun, sun gives light to the moon. Without Surya Narayan, sun can close his shop. Moon can also close its shop. Yeah. So entire creation can close its shop. So at the end of the day, we need to understand that Krishna is a seed, and because of him, we are all existing. This is such a finer knowledge that we all need to go through. None of our material education can give this knowledge. Okay. Ultimately, listening to all these things, what is the conclusion? How we are all dependent on him, as Venkatesh Prabhu says. None of us can be independent. Although Krishna has given us independent, but ultimately that 1% of controlling what he has, the entire world is working. 99% he has given useless. That is why devotees, when they become, such a senior devotees like Purandaradasa, Kanakadasa, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Madhvacharya, Shankaracharya, they said, we don't want this freedom at all. Take this freedom away from us. Because of this freedom, we are making decisions. Why we want this freedom? You only make the decision for us. That is the highest level of surrender. This is the highest level of surrender. Now you can, but we cannot utilize it. Why? At this level of our, we will misutilize. We will say, 100% I have given to Krishna. So he is not telling me to come to Vrindavan, Prabhu. So we can speak big words, that's not this one at all, but at the end of the day, we really need to understand that we are puppet under the hands of nature, which is Mayadhyakshena Prakritihi Suyate Satsadasham. Everything is coming from him. So we need to become grateful. We can show gratefulness by following his instructions. Obedience is the beginning of love. If someone has given us so much, what we do, we start loving him. So loving him is very, very important. And here, another example, technological advancement, we can create a beautiful robot which looks like Katrina Kaif. How long we can live with the robot? I have just shown in the presentation. So what is the substance? Soul is the substance. Mamai amshaha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Mamai amshaha, soul is the amsha of me, Krishna says. Krishna is the Paramatma, we are the Atma. So we can create a robot, but we cannot lead a life with that. Hum tum dono jab mil jayenge. You cannot say this with a robot, right? Ek naya itihas banayenge. What itihas you can make with a robot? Huh? Can you create another Katrina Kaif robot with that robot? It requires a female robot which is having a soul in it, which are human beings. So ek naya itihas banayenge is not possible with man-made anything in this world. Only God-made things can. So that's why Prabhupada said, owner of the car, Ford, came to Prabhupada. And he showed Prabhupada all the Ford vehicles. Prabhupada said, here you go, the creator of the Ford. Now you have a car. Can you design a male car, male Ford and a female Ford car? Leave it to them to create as many Ford cars as possible and populate its entire world. That grandson just surrendered to Prabhupada and he became Ambarish Prabhu. Yeah? Today, the grandson of Ford is spreading the message of Gita 24 hours a day. building temples all around the world. One of the most costliest temple in the world next to Ayodhya is coming up in Mayapur. Yeah, and maximum wealth is given by Ford, Ambarish Prabhu. Yeah, so beautiful. I will end this with this beautiful Kanakadasa. If you can see, anyone has Tallani sadiru kandya talu manave ellaranu salahuvanu idake samshayavilla. Kanakadasa says, please understand there is a substance. Don't just get yourself pulled away with the shadow. Ellaranu salahunu idake samshayavilla. Lord will look after everyone. ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ತುದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ವೃಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟ್ಟೆಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿ ನೀರೆರೆದವರು ಯಾರು? He says, ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ತುದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, at the tip of the hill there is a tree and the water is being put on the root. Who is actually giving that? Who is? Are you going and giving water? No. Someone is arranging the water to be actually put on the root of the tree which is on the tip of the hill. ಹುಟ್ಟಿಸಿದ ಸ್ವಾಮಿತ ಹೊಣೆಗಾರನಾಗಿರಲು ಗಟ್ಯಾಗಿ ಸಲಹುವನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಶಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಣ್ಯ ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ. ಓ ಮೈಂಡ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಹುಟ್ಟಿಸಿದ ಸ್ವಾಮಿತ ಹೊಣೆಗಾರನಾಗಿರಲು. He has already given birth to you. He has taken responsibility. Why the hell you are just scratching your head? Yeah? ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಲಹುವನು. He will hold us tightly and he will take care of us. ಅಡವಿಯೊಳಗಾಡುವ ಮೃಗ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅಡಿ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಆಹಾರ ವಿತವರು ಯಾರು? ಅಡವಿಯೊಳಗಾಡುವ ಮೃಗ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ, all the animals, from all the carnivorous, herbivorous animals, all of them are living in the forest. You are not going every day to give a pound of food to each and every animal. Every animal, whether it is sitting in the tree or walking in the earth surface, everyone are actually getting their food. Elephant is getting tons of grass every day. You are not giving it. Who is providing? Kanakadasa is asking. Adi adige ahara. Every one feet the food is available in the forest. Who is providing that food? ಪಡೆದ ಜನನಿಯ ತೆರದಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಹೊಣೆಗೀಡಾಗಿ ಬಿಡದ ರಕ್ಷಿವ ಇವನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಶಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಣ್ಯ ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ. So Krishna is the mother of each one of us. He is taking care of us. He has taken the responsibility. He will protect us without even we thinking about it. So please have that faith, Kanakadasa is saying. Yeah? ಕಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಕೂಗುವ ಕಪ್ಪೆಗೆ ಅಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆಹಾರ ತಂದಿಟ್ಟವರು ಯಾರು? So Kanakadasa is saying, ಕಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಕೂಗುವ ಕಪ್ಪೆಗೆ. Underneath the stone, kappe, the frogs always reside within caves. In the cave they put the egg. From the egg the frog comes out. And when the frog comes out, who provides the food to the frog? Small insects which travels within it starts eating. So did you go and provide the food to the frog? You are a human being, understand, you are not looking after the entire creation. There are creation, 8,400,000 species of lives are there. We are becoming proud. I am human, I am controlling the entire, I am the decision maker in this universe. I am making decisions. All the wealthiest people today, they are making decisions with cryptocurrency, that currency, and they are spoiling the entire world. Yeah? You are not the decision maker. Even the cryptocurrency you bring, at the end of the day, we will become corrupt and one day we decay and go. Yeah. ಬಲಿದನು ಕಾಗಿನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವರಾಯ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಸಲಹುವನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಶಯವಿಲ್ಲ ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಂಡ್ಯ ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ ಬಲ್ಲಿದನು ಕಾಗಿನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವರಾಯ. So Lord Krishna, who is living in Kaginele, which is the the worshipable place for Kanakadasa. Yeah? Ellaranu salahuvanu, he will look after everyone. Please do not worry about. So this is the summary of the conclusion of these verses we discussed. Yeah? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.